No one ever expected that behind the flashing cameras, swirling scandals, and endless rumors, Ziyu and Tian Ning had been hiding something far more beautiful and shocking. A secret wedding, guarded in silence for months, finally surfaced. And when the news broke to the public, the entire entertainment world shook. The line between fiction and reality blurred completely. What once seemed like a scripted romance on screen was, in fact, the reflection of a love story truly lived off-screen. Their love began on the set of the phenomenal drama Revenged Love, a story of betrayal, vengeance, and unexpected tenderness. In the drama, Ziyu's character was a woman scarred by pain but slowly discovering her inner strength, while Tian Ning played a man of mystery, haunted by the shadows of his past. From the very first episode, their on-screen chemistry was undeniable. Every gaze lingered too long, every touch felt achingly real, every line of dialogue carried an energy that transcended acting. The audience could sense it. There was something genuine between them, something unscripted. Off-camera, that spark quietly ignited into something deeper. It started simply, with late-night conversations after exhausting shoots, laughter shared when lines were flubbed, and silent companionship when the set had emptied and the night grew quiet. Even the director couldn't have guessed that beneath the veneer of professionalism, love was blooming, quietly, steadily, inexorably. Whispers of their closeness swirled among fans, yet most assumed it was no more than clever marketing. Ziyu and Ning always maintained a professional facade in interviews, brushing off speculation with polite smiles or diplomatic answers. But soon, reality betrayed them. Paparazzi caught a fleeting moment at an airport. Ning instinctively reached for Ziyu's hand. At another event, Ziyu was spotted resting her head lightly on his shoulder in a backstage lounge. These subtle gestures, quickly dismissed by managers, only fueled the belief among fans that what they saw was not fabrication, but truth. The revelation arrived like a storm when a set of exclusive photos hit social media. In the images, the two stood outside a modest government building in a small town far from the metropolitan spotlight. No makeup, no glamorous outfits, just simple clothes, intertwined fingers, and radiant smiles. That building was soon identified as a registry office. The truth became undeniable. Ziyu and Tian Ning had secretly tied the knot. The entertainment world erupted. Hashtags with their names trended worldwide, timelines flooded with shocked, overjoyed, and disbelieving reactions. Fans cried tears of happiness, realizing that the couple they rooted for in Revenged Love were not just acting out a fantasy but living it in reality. Some admitted to feeling bittersweet, as if losing a piece of their idols to private life. Yet the overwhelming sentiment was one of celebration. The fairy tale they adored on screen had blossomed into a real-life marriage. Behind this revelation, however, lay a dramatic tale of struggle and courage. The decision to marry in secret was not made lightly. The industry is notoriously unforgiving toward celebrity couples. Management contracts, sponsorship clauses, and the constant risk of tarnishing a public image weighed heavily on their shoulders. Ziyu, at the peak of her career, feared the public would accuse her of distraction or insincerity. Ning, with his reputation as a stoic, enigmatic actor, dreaded the thought of their love becoming tabloid fodder. So they chose the bravest yet most difficult path: secrecy. Only their families and a handful of trusted friends were present. The ceremony was stripped of all extravagance. No glimmering chandeliers, no roaring applause, no designer gowns. Ziyu wore a simple white dress, her makeup minimal, her beauty radiant in its natural glow. Ning wore a classic black suit. In a small room adorned with fresh flowers, they whispered their vows to one another. No cameras, no reporters, no audience. Just two souls promising forever. That simplicity was, perhaps, the greatest luxury of all. When the secret unraveled, the question arose: how had they managed to hide such a monumental event for so long? The answer lay in loyalty. Their friends formed a protective circle around them, never once leaking a detail despite the temptation. Their families, though anxious about the risks, stood firmly behind their decision. That unwavering support gave them the strength to choose love over fear, devotion over doubt. Reactions poured in from every corner of the globe. One viral video showed a fan weeping with joy, declaring that her favorite drama had become real life. Communities of fans organized spontaneous celebrations, lighting candles and sharing toasts as though attending the wedding of dear friends. Social media overflowed with fan art, edited wedding photos, and heartfelt messages of congratulations. For once, the divide between celebrity and audience dissolved, Everyone seemed united in rejoicing at a love so pure, so hard-won. Media outlets rushed to cover the story from every angle. Some highlighted the romance, marveling at how love had blossomed in silence and triumphed against industry odds. Others critiqued the secrecy, questioning whether hiding the marriage betrayed the trust of fans. But beneath the debates, one truth echoed. Ziyu and Tian Ning had created one of the most iconic love stories modern entertainment had ever witnessed. What comes next remains a tantalizing mystery. Will they now step into the public eye as a married couple? Will they star together once more, blending fiction and reality? Or will they retreat, choosing instead to savor a quieter life together away from the noise? Whatever path they take, one thing is certain: they have already found the happiness that fame and fortune could never buy. Their story is a testament to love's resilience. Love does not require public validation to endure. It can bloom in shadows, thrive in silence, and one day, when the time is right, emerge into the light with breathtaking power. Ziyu and Tian Ning have proven that behind the glitter of fame, they are simply two people who love each other deeply, fiercely, endlessly. For fans, this revelation is more than gossip, it's a gift. They have not only witnessed a drama that captivated millions but also been granted the rare privilege of seeing a love story more extraordinary than any script. Perhaps that is why revenged love struck such a profound chord. It was never entirely fiction. It was, in ways we never knew, a window into a reality more beautiful than imagination.